Yo, what's the word? It's Vinnie Paz again. Pack Pistol Pazzy. Along with my man Edgar once again. My man's, what's up, Edgar? Say hello to everybody. You know what I mean? Yeah, so it seemed like y'all was interested in the last update video. Go back there, Edgar. Chill out. So I guess I'm gonna just do them if y'all keep enjoying my shitty camera work and my inability to deal with technology. So yeah, I'm writing again. I don't know what my other rhyme book is, so I just had the legal notepad. This is the 16th for Heavy Metal Kings that I'm recording tomorrow night. Gonna write another one when I'm done updating y'all as far as what's going on. So yeah, there's it's another rhyme. Can't lose that. So yeah, the Cornerstone of the Corner Store. That's my new record. It's coming out October 28th. Speaking of which, see it. This is a test press of the vinyl of the record. So in my hands, I could conceivably put the new record on the turntable over there for y'all to hear, but I can't do that. My distributor will flip out and give me hell. So we don't want that, do we? Anyway, yeah, so there you go, man. It's coming. Yeah, working on Heavy Metal Kings. Again, I told y'all a little bit about Cornerstone of the Corner Store. Oh No did 3 beats on there. They're incredible. Jay Zone, my man Jay Zone, what up, Jay? C Lance. I got Ghostface on there. Conway the Machine. Yeah, I'm happy with it. I'm excited for y'all to hear it. This is the longest I took to record one of my solo records, so hopefully y'all enjoy it, and the work wasn't done in vain. Yeah, so last time it seemed like y'all were interested in what I was, like I was explaining in the last video. I typically don't listen to much hip hop during the writing process. I definitely don't listen to it for inspiration in writing, because I feel like there's too many possibilities of subconscious things happening when you do that, when you're listening to music that you're creating at the same time. To me personally, it's counterproductive. But yeah, let me see what I got here. What am I rocking to? This is a band from Poland. Gore-Tex from Nonfiction put me up on them. And Frank from Obituary, who unfortunately passed away, he put Gore up onto them. They're a band called Cultists des Ghouls. This record's incredible. Hopefully y'all can see it. Again, like I always tell y'all, I'm not good with the camera. This is their other record, Spectres Over Transylvania. Super dark, hard record. Super dark. It's really, I guess it's super black, man. Super dark. Another record I've been listening to lately. This record reminds me of being a kid, because I was pretty heavy into the youth crew straight edge movement, as funny as that may sound, as a kid. But this record, Youth of Today and Ray, I was actually good friends with Ray Capo from Youth of Today and Shelter when I was younger. I haven't bumped into him in years, but in my early teens, he was kind of like somewhat of a big brother to me. So this has been getting a lot of burn lately because this record's hard as fuck, man. This record's real hard. Make a Change. It's just a lot of joints on here. Positive Outlook. I just saw Youth today, a few weeks back at This Is Hardcore. They were incredible. Dudes is pushing 50 years old, and they blew everybody off the stage. This record here, these guys were a local phenomenon. They had one semi-hit in the late 80s. This record had no hits. This came out in 85. The Dead Milkmen, Big Lizard in My Backyard. This came out in 85, but in 89, 90 is when I was burning it the most. This record reminds me of an old friend I have named Bean. Bean and I skated all around Philly, and this was our soundtrack for a lot of attempted tricks and a lot of fucking, you know, a lot of L's. So Bean, what up, man? I miss you, buddy. Sorry, man. Again, like the worst cameraman ever. This probably isn't even recording properly. Yeah, this record was great, man. Last but not least, I've been listening to this a lot. This is a strange record, Hat Full of Hollow, because it's a compilation record that they put out. Rough Trade, their label in the UK, put out shortly after their debut. So I'm not even really sure if the Smiths were cool with this coming out at the time. To me, it seems counterproductive, but Rough Trade was probably trying to take advantage of the buzz that they had built off that first record. So I never really understood from a business standpoint. I never really understood this record, simply based on the fact that it seemed like weird timing and probably fucked up sales in some way. But there's crazy joints on here. One of my all-time favorite bands. So as far as records, that's what I've been checking out tonight, because it's 6:15 in the morning, so it's been a long one. I was talking to y'all last week about a book that I was reading. This isn't a book you read so much. This is for dumb motherfuckers that like pictures, but it's incredible. It's called Rap Tees. It's DJ Ross 1 did it. It's a collection of hip-hop t-shirts from 1980 to 1999. So it's like 20 years of rap t-shirts, jackets, sweatshirts, you know, full color. You can see here Run DMC joints. A lot of heads in here. Russell, MC Search. Lots of the Def Jam shit, lots of the Cold Chillin' shit. Like here, you got the BDK joints. Yeah, so I'm back. I fucked the camera up. Hopefully the previous footage was saved. I was talking about Rap Tees by Ross 1, DJ Ross 1. Yeah, like I said, there's joints from a lot of early Def Jam joints. This keeps falling, man. A lot of early Def Jam joints. Cold Chillin', Profile Records. Let me see what else in here. Some Grand Poobah and Gangstar, Brand Nubian shit. This book's really dope, man. I pick it up all the time just to flip through, and you know, a lot of the. This keeps falling, y'all. Don't know what to tell y'all. I'm not good at this job. I can only rap. Yeah, Biggie. This book is dope, man. So in the last video, I guess y'all saw in the back some sneakers. Before I even show y'all some, there's kicks everywhere. I'm not the most organized person in the world. So with that said, I don't really know what is what, where is where. When I'm looking for a pair of kicks to match with something or whatever, I usually don't have any luck because my inability to be organized. Organization is not my forte. But like I said, before I show y'all some kicks, don't write me no fucking notes about you're the one who wrote Shadow Business and this and this and that. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Everybody's a hypocrite. That's one from the rip. And nobody had some shit that wasn't made. It's impossible, virtually impossible, to wear shit that wasn't made somewhere foul. The reason I did the song is because obviously I see a problem in that. The only way to do, you have to cut the head off the body. Cut the head and the body will fall. Therefore, by exposing that, maybe some good can come out of that, and some light can be shown onto that particular problem. So don't write me on no bullshit about you talk about slave wages and slave labor, yet you still rock Nike and Polo and all that. Because bottom line is, I was trying to bring some attention to the problem, but at the end of the day, I still came up how I came up, and that was being a sneaker junkie. And I don't co-sign any of that. And hopefully situations will and can get better for that. So don't bother me with it. Miss me with all that shit. Back to fun shit. With that said, oh yeah, I just grabbed a couple boxes from over there. These are the De La joints. Ironically enough, I spoke about De La last week. So some might say this is a little bit ironic that I pulled these out. These are the De La Dunks. I'm not rocking them. I don't know when I will or if I ever will. I got a dope hat that is actually the cover of 3 Feet High and Rising too. That matches these. It's really dope, the hat. De La put it out on their own, I suppose. So yeah, I love these. What else? Let me see what else is down here. Yeah. I'm a big fan of Huaraches. I always have been. I love these. Damn, man. Sorry, y'all. See, I told y'all 2 videos in a row that I don't know what I'm doing. Seems I'm not getting any better. I love the Huaraches. I always have. Being a little bit redundant, but I have mad colorways of the Huaraches actually. So yeah. Let me see what else I got. This is a J.O. box. Yeah, I love these. I haven't rocked these. These, yeah, well, the thing is about 4s, I feel like in a lot of respects, Jordans are getting played out because of the retros, you know. It's not that I'm not guilty of buying some. I'm definitely guilty of buying retros. But there's a sense of shit getting played out to me. I know some other people feel the same way, sneaker community wise. So I've been falling back a little bit from the Jordans, just a little bit. But when something's crack, I'm gonna buy it regardless. You know what I mean? Again, being a hypocrite with it, I'll say I'm done with Jordans, and then the next week I'll buy a pair. So, you know what I'm saying? There's really no rhyme or reason to what I do at this point in my life, you know? So yeah, wrapping up, man. I spoke about boxing and Errol Spence last week. Again, on my podcast, The Broad Street Breakdown, I don't cover it much because the brothers, that's not their thing. So a one-way conversation, it's better I talk to y'all this way. And y'all have hit me up asking about it. You know, to talk about boxing a little bit more. There's no big fights this weekend, unless you're a family member of one of the fighters. Robert Guerrero's fighting, Alfred Angulo's fighting. They were both names in recent years. Guerrero's fighting David Peralta. Peralta's 25-2-1. The record is deceiving as he hasn't fought anybody. So again, with these Heyman PVC cards, man, I don't really know what Heyman's doing, because at this point, to me, Guerrero's shot, but he wants to keep fighting. So if he beats David Peralta, what does that mean? Like I said, 25-1. He's got no pop at all. Guerrero lost 2 of his last 4 fights. So again, sorry y'all about the camera. I got to figure out a way to do this where I'm not constantly playing with the camera. I'm assuming it's distracting for y'all. My apologies. Yeah, the thing with Guerrero, he lost 2 of his last 4. He hasn't looked good in forever. He can't really beat anyone at 47 that matters. So I feel like, I mean, I find Heyman to be a disgusting human being, but I see shit like this. It's like, I guess he's trying to find ways for guys that are either washed up or aren't really fighting at the top level anymore. He's still trying to get them paydays by selling it to the casual fans. You know, former champ, former 2-time champ. A casual is just gonna maybe tune into that. You know what I mean? According to the ratings, maybe not, of the PVC. You know, you got Heyman dick riders, and there's a specific reason and a specific demographic that sweats them, sweats Heyman, sweats Sam Watson, and hates fighters like Triple G and Kovalev. But I can get that could be a whole other episode if y'all want me to. Alfred Angulo's fighting on the undercard. He's fighting Freddie Hernandez. Again, Angulo's 4-4 in his last 8. Freddie Hernandez lost to Andre Berto. If y'all follow me on social media, y'all know what I feel about Berto. So that L, I mean, if you got good losses against good guys, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. But this guy's got some suspect L's. He lost to Erislandy Lara, who I think is the best 154-pounder in the world. I thought he beat Canelo. 115, 113. I remember my scorecard. I thought he beat Canelo. So that's not a bad loss for Freddie Hernandez. He lost to Julian J. Rock Williams. What up, J. Rock? Philly's own. That's not a bad loss, because J. Rock is a future champ. But this guy lost to Delvin Rodriguez. It's like you're losing to a Dominican cab driver, man. That's an L. You know, and he lost to a kid named Brad Solomon, who at one point, I guess some people saw him as a prospect, Brad Solomon, but he hasn't really done shit in 4, 5, 6 years. You know what I mean? Again, like I said, he was a prospect at one time, but he took an L to him too. So, yeah, I mean, maybe because of the level of the competition and the fact that I think both Angulo and Robert Guerrero are fading, they might be good fights. I'm going to watch because I'm a sucker. I'm going to watch every boxing card on every channel, whether it's in Spanish, no matter what, I'm going to watch it. But I'm trying to hip y'all, you know what I mean? So if you're a casual fan, you know, a war might break out in either one of these fights, because I feel like both of these guys are past their primes. They're definitely past their primes. They're slipping. Their reflexes are slipping. So they're in there with capable guys who have fought capable opposition. Maybe a war breaks out on one of them or both of them. So yeah, that's the fights that are this weekend. Again, I apologize so much for my shoddy camera work. It is definitely not my forte. I promise y'all I'll figure out how to do this better by next time. But yeah, you can check my podcast, The Broad Street Breakdown, at www.broadstreetbreakdown.com. Anything related to merch, vinyl, CDs, downloads, hoodies, tees, whatever, relating to Jedi Mind Tricks or Vinnie Paz, go to jmthiphop.com. Like I said, the podcast is broadstreetbreakdown.com. I'm on Twitter at Vinnie_Paz. I'm on IG, Boxcutter Pazzy, and Jedi Mind Tricks on Facebook, Vinnie Paz on Facebook. So again, I'm no Stanley Kubrick with the camera. I'm signing off. I'm gonna see y'all soon, all right? Thanks for listening to me rant. Peace.